For the Bible says there's one baptism, but there are many feelings. You tired of hearing your same prayer language empty out and be filled again. You tired of being on the same, you're tired of the surface, empty out and come deeper. For deep calleth unto the deep. Read.
And thou shalt anoint unto me him whom I name unto thee.
The first time you were able to anoint what you picked, this time you're going to anoint what I picked. And you're going to give me what I want, not what you want and not what the people want. And many of us have been praying for the will of God. But the first set of will you received, the wills was called permissive. That will is Saul. But now you're coming into a divine and excellent will of the Lord. And he's saying, I'm not going to pour nothing on, I'm not going to pour no oil on something or anything rather that's not for me. Get a little courage, slip your hands up your head and say, Lord, only anoint what's for you. I told you it's going to take courage to pray that prayer, but do it for real this time, because that time you did it because you was a little frightened. But take a deep breath and swallow and say, Lord, only anoint what's for you. If you pray that prayer, it'll help you to not to have to choose through so many things. Is this God? Is this not God? Is this God? Is it not God? Because when you get the courage to say, if it ain't you, kill it. If it ain't you, remove it. See, because I can't always trust myself, to make the right decision. And so what I've got to do is I've got to give you permission to be God in my life. Because when I'm holding my own oil, I'll anoint things that work for me and not what's called to me. So I'm going to do it for what's for me. Read.
And Samuel did that which the Lord spake.
Come on now.
And came to Bethlehem.
Come on now.
And the elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, Comest thou peaceably? And he said, Peaceably? I am come to sacrifice unto the Lord.
Hold on. Pastor Cameron, when was the last time you heard churches get afraid when the prophet came to their church? Is that my son? Terrell, when was the last time you saw people become frightened when the prophetic voice came to their church? Huh? Anthony, when was the last time you saw the church pull themselves in because a prophet or an apostle was coming? You know what we do? We pack our coliseums now. Girl, they said that prophet give out husbands. Woo! You need your bills paid, you better come over here. That prophet can see through muddy water. But God is raising up again. I heard Pastor Cameron praying it, and I heard Prophet Asha declaring it. God is raising up a generation of mouthpieces that will no longer prophesy according to an itchy ear or a funny feeling. That when they come in, they come to redirect you back to the heart of God. So to the point to where you understand if you don't get in line with what they said, nothing will work for you. Nothing will prosper. Your life will begin to dry up. Now, we don't like that kind of preaching, but I got a problem. When the world is succeeding, but the church is plummeting. Because wherever there's a prophet, people profit. And the absence of a prophet is the absence of prosperity for a people. Because prophets alter economical structures. You don't believe that? Elijah said, in my word, it ain't going to be no rain. All of a sudden, the whole nation went into famine. That means nobody got no money. All because of what the prophet said. Then at the voice of the same prophet, he speaks unto heaven, and the heavens opened up, Sister Tamara. And watch this. But the second time he did it, the poor received before the palace. He altered the economical structure of Syria and Jerusalem. Touch somebody and say, we need a real prophet. We need real prophets. We need real prophets. The ones that you can't pay. We need real prophets. We need real prophets. We need real prophets. One that, listen, honey, I'm coming to your city. I don't need you to hit my inbox so you can meet me at my hotel. I'm coming to your city because I'm on an assignment. I've got a job to do. And it's not that I don't have my struggles. It's just I'm afraid of it. When the church left fear, when the leaders of the Lord and the people of God who are in leadership stop being afraid of God, we begin to behave without circumcision. Because we're no longer scared now. I know why you're not scared, because he didn't pop you when you did it the first time. I've been there. And he kept saying, okay. All right. Okay. They would tell me it's piling up. Piling up. You don't never want to whoop it that it piled up. Some of y'all, I don't know if you ever got one of those whoopers that been piling up, and look like it. This is the song that this is the whooping that never ends, just never ends. And if you're gonna beat me, please don't talk to me. Yeah, you remember last month I told you, yeah, I'm sick of you. Golly, you just beat me. You ain't got. I promised that I wasn't gonna do my children like that right until I had some, and I was just like, I've been telling you for. God sent us prophets that you can trust with the kind of power that will transition us beyond surface level worship into the deep things of God. Because when the world transitions into a place where it doesn't have provision, the church has to have power. Read, Pastor D. I gotta go. Read.
And he said peaceably, I am come to sacrifice unto the Lord.
I ain't gonna mess with y'all this time. I ain't gonna tell your business. I ain't gonna talk about what you in the bed with. I ain't gonna deal with how you've been spending your money. I ain't gonna talk about your midnight dinners. I'm not after you tonight. Praise his name. How much is that? We already had we had 5 goats in the back ready to sacrifice for the sin of our city. We was ready. We thought you was coming to correct. It says, I'm coming to sacrifice. Read.
Sanctify yourselves and come with me to the sacrifice.
Wait a minute. Don't come to a prophet like you are.
Yes. Yes, sir.
But if you're going to be in the presence of a prophet and be at a sacrifice, I want you to sanctify yourself. Now notice, you may not have the power to get yourself clean, but you do have the power to set yourself apart.
Right.
He didn't say purify yourself, he said sanctify yourself. In other words, you can set yourself apart from the things that make you dirty. Oh, can I talk to a church tonight to tell you that your first responsibility is sanctification. Purification is the work of the Holy Ghost. Purification is a divine work. Sanctification is a human work. I can put me apart. I can set myself apart, though I can't make myself clean. Good news, Mama V. What can wash away my sins? Nothing but what can make me whole again? VJ, it's an enigma. How a brown cow eat green grass and give you white milk. Hey! I said it's a mystery. It's the same way how you take black souls, dip it in red blood, and they come out whiter than snow. It's a mystery. How God can take you as you are, bring you into him as he is, and push you out just like him. It's a mystery. Sanctify yourself. Set yourself apart. Get away from it. I'm going to deal with you, but you won't hear me as long as you're entertaining distractions. Come away. I'm getting ready to speak to you on what you to do with your money, what you should do with education, what you should do with relationships, how you should behave in church, and in your next move in ministry and in life, entrepreneurship. But you can't hear me because I'm not going to scream above the noise. I'm not going to yell above the noise. And if you want to hear this next set of directions, you're going to have to get to a quiet place. Well, Lord, when you first saved me, you were screaming at me, but you're not a baby anymore. And so I'm not saying, King, stay out the street. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not screaming at you like that. I told you to sit right here and don't move. So the next time you move, I'm not going to scream. I'm just going to pop you because I've already put... Sanctify yourself because we get ready to sacrifice. Read.
And he sanctified Jesse and his sons.
Oh. I had to go here. I was just saying, we're the curse breakers. Samuel didn't just sanctify David, but he sanctified his father. Okay. I had to go. I had less than 20 minutes to do a lot of work. Come on, read.
And called them to the sacrifice.
Come on into the room. Everybody in the house is going to be here while I'm spilling blood. Nobody's going to miss the bloodshed. Parents, quit trying to separate your children from the bloodshed because you promised they wouldn't go through what you went through. Some of y'all, you've been ordained for your children. It's been ordained for your children to experience some of your struggle.